ERP was built for stability, but business runs on change. And I think that sort of is you're a great person to interview about this topic and talk about what you're seeing and within the current ecosystem. I mean, do you think the core design principles of traditional ERP systems are fundamentally misaligned with how modern businesses actually operate today?
I think this is why it's not that ERP doesn't need to exist, but I think a new kind of ERP platform needs to exist because the purpose of an ERP was always to run your business processes in a standard way, right? That if you run it in a standard way, meaning you follow the best practices of a vendor like an SAP, for example, right? You are able to focus on running your business by following the best practices of the industry. I think that provided you stability, but it was also rigid, right? The world that we're moving to now in the future is what if you could have it both ways? You could get the guarantees from the software provider that it's going to work. Your financials will close properly. You'll be able to pass audits. However, what if you could truly personalize that ERP to your needs, exactly how your business works very rapidly, right? Now, your business does not need to be personalized in every process in every way, but in some ways it does. The products that you sell are personal. Maybe the supply chain, exactly how your production planning process works, is somewhat personal, but your accounting is not always personal. It's following rules. Okay. So I think there's always this mix and match of what is standardized versus what is custom. And I think that's the magic going forward is AI is able to help you build what is custom so rapidly if the platform that you select is the right one.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, do you think it's that mix and match, or I mean, why do ERP systems tend to become more rigid over time? And what happens inside those organizations when the system can't evolve as fast as the businesses?
Well, I think what happens is, the foundation of ERP, the core of it, which starts within, as you probably know, within accounting and financials, regardless of whether you're SAP or NetSuite or Oracle, right? That needs to be rock solid. Otherwise, you've got your business wrong. However, things around it are changing. Those are the business processes, right? Your order management's changing. You acquire a company that's going to change your product mix. Now your supply chain is changing. So all the reality is that change is always happening. When the ERPs are not able to keep up with being able to make those changes faster, what do people do? Well, they have to make the change. That's business. Business has to move, right? So what do? They buy point solutions for subscription billing, consumption billing. They buy point solutions for cloud costs. They buy point solutions for demand planning, right? And then they buy all these point solutions, then they integrate them, right, to the ERP because it has to talk to your financials, obviously, and your people. Otherwise, it doesn't work at all, right? And then they put spreadsheets and duct tapes and workaround. And now you've got this kind of mess, okay? But this mess is a required mess because without it, your business cannot run. So I think what really we're saying now is, you know what? You still need that ERP foundation, right? You still need the accounting. You need the understanding of your people and your vendors. All those data primitives still need to exist in the system. In addition, you need a technology platform that can help you make changes inside the ERP faster. And that's the difference. If ERP could have done it, I don't think you would have seen this fragmentation in the first place. It's because ERP couldn't do it is why you have that fragmentation.